This is San Francisco Maritime National Historical Park. This park is unique in that it is dedicated to preserving and sharing with the public an array of different vessels. Such a task requires the members of this park to possess a unique set of traditional skills needed to properly maintain and present these historic vessels. Since the sails of a ship were its engine, it was essential for sailors in the past to be knowledgeable in sewing canvas. Here Rebecca Prasher is working on a canvas bucket. These buckets serve as a demonstration of what it was like to work on canvas sails.
I'm working on this rig bucket currently, which is made out of cotton canvas. It's got a wood bottom with a rope grommet to cushion the deck. There is a wire grommet in the top to keep the top open when aloft. A lot of the skills that are used to make a bucket like this would be used to sew a sail. So a lot of sailors before working on an actual sail would practice their canvas work skills on a bucket or a ditty bag such as this. And that was not to waste because you kind of always need buckets on ships. You could carry tools, you could bring things aloft, bring paint aloft, bring tar aloft. It's just sort of a universal stowage and carrying tool on board a ship. The part that I have to work on today is the ring. I do have a brass ring in there today, but that would probably be a handmade grommet out of twine. So it'd be a soft grommet in there, and you put something in there to give it a little bit extra stability. The tools I'm going to be using: palm and needle, twine, beeswax for the twine. This twine is pre-waxed, which is pretty nice, so I'm not going to be using the beeswax. I might need pliers. All right, so I'm starting this hand-sewn ring at the top, away from the side of strain. I'm going to work counterclockwise. You can sew in an even line all around. However, it's a little bit prettier and it distributes the load more evenly on the canvas if you sort of alternate, go one far and one closer. So I'm going to do this pattern, and I've started it just by piercing the canvas once at the top, and then the tail I'm just going to sew over it as I go around. So one of the hardest things with this, with sewing rings and grommets, is that you have to make sure that each line of thread goes directly out from the center of the circle. So you have to space the outside a little bit more than you would think. Otherwise it ends up all slanty and kind of weird. So I'm going pretty far away with each thread, each pass around. But you can tell that they also all look like they're radiating in a starburst pattern nicely. And you can also draw two concentric circles outside the ring to get the diameter the same. Natural cloth is tricky to sew with. Canvas just comes undone so easily, so you have to hem everything. So because I'm going around and around and around in a circle in the same direction, the two legs of the twine will twist. To finish, you just tuck the twine.
It takes about 20 minutes to finish sewing the grommet. As Rebecca pointed out, not only were these buckets a versatile part of a ship's equipment, they serve as a great example of the skills, techniques, and tools used to maintain traditional canvas sails.